What's good, YouTube? What is up, buddies? Back at it again with another video. Back at it again with another video for you guys. Just said that twice. And as you can tell by the title, I am back with another Mental Health Mondays. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody, anybody. And let's get into it. Yo, I know it's been a minute. I apologize. I was definitely still trying to get used to my new school schedule and stuff. By the time I get home, I don't know if I told you guys, but this first month, now I'm going into my 5th week. Each module is 5 weeks. This module that we're about to end has been math. We have done math since my very first day at school. So when I get home, my brain is fried. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to think about anything. And I definitely don't want to do any type of math. Nothing. So, I was getting used to that schedule. And then last week, I was supposed to post a video of Mental Health Mondays, and then I ended up having to do some other things, and then I got sick on Tuesday. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm just now starting to get over it. My throat started feeling scratchy Tuesday morning, like as soon as I got to class, and there's around like 5 or 6 people that have been sick in my class for the past like 2 weeks. So it finally came around to me. So I've been trying to fight it off. I felt absolutely horrible. I honestly thought I had COVID for a second, but I took a test and it came out negative, even though I think it was a false negative because I still don't have my taste buds, still can't smell anything. I had like a really bad headache yesterday and the day before. It's just been a mess. So honestly, I low-key think it is COVID. I'm gonna take another test, and if it comes out positive, then it is what it is. If not, then it was just a regular summer cold. But I don't get sick. Like, I rarely get sick. I can go a good year or 2 without getting sick. So when I do get sick, it hits me like a truck. And it just drains me completely. But anyway, that's that. Let's get into the video. So today's message is going to be about God's forgiveness. And you may ask, how does this play a role in mental health and all this stuff? Well, for all my believers out there, me personally, I feel like it plays a role in mental health because I feel like subconsciously, I feel like a lot of the times we do think about things like intentionally, things that we may have done to people, things we may have said, whether they're right or wrong, correct? And I think at the same time, subconsciously, sometimes we may have guilt or regret or negative feelings or emotions attached to it, and that can play a role in your mental health. It may make you want to like shut down when you don't need to, and it may make you want to push people away that are trying to talk to you and help you, even understand your problems, and because you don't want to talk about it or you've been trying to suppress it, now it's causing like troubles up here, basically. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't even really have to be as deep as that. It can just be like, God, why do I keep thinking about this? God, why do I keep reliving it? God, why do I keep allowing this to bother me and hurt me? And I think that's kind of the area I want to stay in. I don't want to get too deep into it because I really feel like it's not that deep, but it is important. So me personally, I have a lot of moments that I think about, that I've gone through, that I've witnessed, and it bothers me to this day. And whether it's what I did to someone, what I said to someone, or even things that people have said to me and done to me, and a lot of the times it's negative. And I guess in my situation, I always think about like, I should have said this, or I should have done this, because maybe then this wouldn't have happened. It's kind of like feelings of, I don't want to say regret, because I don't really think I have like regrets in life, but it's kind of like, if I would have like spoke up about this, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Things like that. And it's been like eating away at me, because we can't go back and change the past. We can't go back and do any of those things. So my only alternative solution is to just take it up to God. And when I was at church, I think 2 Sundays ago, or maybe it was I think it was this past Sunday, so last Sunday, the pastor was talking about God's forgiveness and how we sit and dwell on things that God doesn't even think about. I mean, it's like we keep thinking about it, and we're thinking that other person could be thinking about it, or that other person could be hurting too, and God's like, no, that's not the case at all, because God sees everything. And we may even think that God is upset with us or angry with us. And I feel like God disciplines us. God does have moments where God may be upset or even a little disappointed, but at the end of the day, I feel like once the new day comes, once tomorrow comes, God leaves all that stuff in the past. And I feel like that's what we need to start practicing. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a fresh start. Every day that God wakes us up and puts air into our lungs, we have the ability to make a change, to make a difference, to choose whether we want to go left today or you want to go right. It's all up to us. So knowing that God gives us the free will to go out and do what we want to do, and sometimes we still may go out and hurt people and might even hurt ourselves. God pays attention to that, but God also forgives. And I don't think God wants us to sit and just sit in it. I don't think God wants us to allow it to just simmer in us and bring us down. I think God allows certain things to happen. Bad things too, because I don't think all bad things come from the enemy. I do think that God allows certain bad things to happen so God can see how we're going to come out on the other side of it. God allows bad things to happen because God knows that it's pushing us to be greater. I'm always take it back to like you have a personal trainer, or you're at the gym and stuff. Your trainer is not going to take it easy on you just because it hurts, or you're not seeing the results right away, or maybe you're not having the best day that day either, but you still went to the gym to work out, and your trainer sees that you're frustrated and stuff, but you still got to do those 5 sets, and you still got to run that mile afterwards, and you still got to do this, you got to do that, and you're over there like, don't you see me having a bad day? Didn't you see me coming in here stressed out, pulling my hair out, I'm sweating, I'm tired, all that stuff? And you get trainers like, yeah, I see it, but what's the point in quitting? And what's the point of complaining about it? So it's kind of like the trainer's going to push you, and at the end of that gym session, you're going to see, like, dang, like, even though it was hard, even though I wanted to give up, even though I was crying, stressed out, angry, irritated, agitated, all that, it was worth it. And it wasn't meant to destroy me. It wasn't meant to break me. It was meant to push me. And that's exactly what it did. So when we're talking about forgiveness and stuff, you have to be willing, I'm really talking to myself too, you have to be willing to forgive yourself for basically everything. It's like we're all learning. We are all human. Life didn't come with a handbook. Life didn't come with instructions. None of that. So we learn as we go. And I feel like humanity, we're just so quick to judge other people because they're not living the way we think they should be living in our heads, and they're not doing this and they're not doing that, or their idea of happiness and peace is different from our version of happiness and peace. And it's like, I feel like we need to just stop comparing ourselves to others, stop looking to the left and right, and just, you need to have tunnel vision. You have to have tunnel vision when you're talking to God and praying to God, because these distractions that come from the left and right, they will start to get to you. And it takes me back to subconsciously thinking about things that may have, my alarm went off. But I think basically, y'all, what I'm trying to say is you just have to be willing to forgive yourself. You have to be willing to understand and accept the fact that we can't go back and change the past. All we can do is move forward. All we have is now. We don't even know if we have the future. So you just have to live in today's moment. Tomorrow's not promised. So you just have to make every day count. And you have to tell yourself, I did the best I could. If you were a kid and the forgiveness you're trying to work on is stuff that happened when you were a child, you have to tell yourself that I was a kid. There's only so much I could do. How much responsibility can you put on a child? That doesn't make any sense. If something happened yesterday or last week, you have to look in the mirror and accept what happened and take responsibility and try again tomorrow. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and try again tomorrow. Life is all about learning lessons. Life is all about climbing that ladder. Just keep climbing that ladder. And then things will start to become a bit easier. And you'll start to feel it too. You'll start to feel it. It won't feel like, you won't feel pressured or like feel like you have like this tightness on your chest, or you feel like you're in a rush to try to, I guess, get better or heal or none of that. Like, you'll start to move at your own pace. And when you really establish that like firm relationship with God, like you're solid in it, you'll know then what I'm saying probably will start to make more sense, because there is no rush, there is no time limit on healing, there is no time limit on forgiveness, there is no time limit on understanding. You have to take your relationship with God one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time, and then God will start to heal you in like different areas. He'll start working on your peace. God will start working on your understanding. God will start working on your forgiveness, your ability to communicate, your ability to understand people, your ability to talk, to listen to people. It's different areas. He'll work on your anger, your sadness, the numbness, all of that. And you'll have certain people in your life that God will push to open your eyes up to those things, and then you'll have other people in your life that God will take away because these people aren't meant to be in your life anymore, and you'll start to level up. And the more you level up, the less and less people, the more and more people are going to start falling off, because not everyone can go with you to that next level. And the more you level up, the more you understand, and it just takes time. You have to have patience and just give yourself grace. So the next time you're sitting and you're dwelling on the past and you wish you can go back and change things, or you're angry because you didn't speak up, or you're sad because you didn't speak up, maybe it wasn't meant for you to speak up. Maybe if you would have spoke up, the consequences would have been worse. You gotta think about that too. Think about the what ifs and how everything happens for a reason, because you just never know. You never know. So we can always, we can keep saying, oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. But, how do we know the outcome would have been better or any different? We don't know. That's why it's in the past. So leave it in the past and just know that you got to love yourself, and you have to be kind to yourself, and just, you got to start speaking life into yourself, being gentle and giving yourself grace. You got to give yourself grace. Move with grace, and things will start to become a little bit easier. Be gentle, be kind, and speak love over your life and yourself. And just know God wants the best for you. And God may give us tough love sometimes, but it's all for a reason, and it's meant to build us, not break us. So don't break. You may bend and fold and go all sorts of ways, but do not break. We're not meant for that. We are stronger than that. Okay? So God forgives us. Forgive yourself. I really hope this message made sense, because I feel like as I was talking, I may have gotten a little distracted. But overall, I hope that message made sense. That message has been on my mind and heart for a little bit. So I finally spoke about it. So I hope I reached at least one person today. Once again, thanks again for watching. Thanks again if you watched this whole thing. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm trying to get back into my routine, but I'll have more videos and stuff for you guys. Continue to spread love, joy, kindness, and positivity out into the universe, and watch all that good energy travel back to you. Make someone smile. Remember, you're not alone. Stay tuned for any other content that I choose to put out for you guys, whether it's a Doodles with Daji cooking regular schmegular vlog. Stay tuned for my next Mental Health Mondays, and thanks again for watching today's. I really appreciate it. So until next time, I will see you.